That's a man's thinking, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, a man go conquer anything. Man, this is mine. You understand me? So it don't matter what you put in front of me. I have the power to conquer that. I have the power to have domain over anything, whether it's technology, whether it's the beast, whether no matter what it is. It didn't stop applying to different things. It applies to everything.
Exactly.
But we know we ain't got a society no more where males think like men no more.
We haven't for a while.
Yeah.
But it's a program.
Yeah.
So with the consciousness of that, that's why we doing what we do.
Yeah. What's the most important thing for a man? One of the most important attributes for a man to have.
To know that he's only here to protect the woman. Period. The creator of life. You're here to protect the creator of life. I'm here to protect the person that could do something I can't. That's my job.
See, and yeah, I seen you a long time ago talk about how you keep women around you, and that's key because they give birth to things. You understand me? Like, it's a different nurturing factor giving a woman something than giving a man something, right? But like I said, if we go back to that principles of like, yeah, being a protector, that's key. But see, a lot of men are fearful of even being able to protect themselves, so they don't feel like they can relinquish their responsibility and attach it to something else. They can't protect anything else, so they fearful for themselves. A lot of men are afraid to be men because they feel like it's too hard to be a man. That's what they hear. They hear masculinity is toxic, which is saying that, which is not true. It's the lack of masculinity. But when they hear that, it makes them not want to become masculine.
Listen, when you're doing man shit, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
So if you have the time to listen to tell you that, like, you know, it's cool to like be like, you know, complacent.
Yeah.
To have other people that you're supposed to love doing your work, the hard work, then that's means you're not doing what you're not doing nothing.
What is in taking the man out the equation? I mean, somebody who thinks like a man, right? Meaning that I'm not gonna be your slave. I'm a man. I'm a master. Why would I be your slave? Right?
Exactly.
Like the masculine slaves were the hardest ones to tame. They had to break them first, so that you no longer looking to yourself for willfulness. You're looking for me to govern you, right? So now we in this place where everybody's looking for the next man to do for them. Be my leader, be my savior, teach me something. It's like, damn, I give you encouragement, I give you the mindset, but this is for you to do for self, not for me to do for you.
Right.
I'm not trying to become your master, your boss. That's not the paradigm I grew up in.
Right.
I grew up seeing black men with money, right? Growing up in Oakland, California, it was like a black Muslim mafia, if you will. Growing up at your black Muslim bakery is what they call it. I seen a black man with money, had his own army, coming in with cats that come off the street, they low. Got no energy, no consciousness. You teach them something, they come clean. They get off the drugs. Next thing you know, they want to become something. They feel confident about themselves. Today, it's a lack of identity. It's a lack of self-awareness. It's a lack of consciousness. They don't know who they are. They don't know what drives them. They don't know what their passion should be. And so everybody's walking around with no focus, confused, and without the role models to say, you know what? I want to be like Dang. Why? Because you know, when you become a disciple of somebody, you're taking on their disciplines in order to be like them. And it lets you know when you're not doing something right. So we got an unfathered society and an unmothered society. But when you know your father, you know yourself. You know what he has in you, and you know what you have to overcome. It's never a father's job to make the son like him. It's to make him better. Because, listen, I got these faults in me. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be better. So your father is your mountain. But if you don't know your mountain, you don't know what's in you. You think that's naturally who you are. Like, I used to get mad. I used to bite my lip before I fight or get anything. I'll bite my lip so hard, it'll bleed. But I realized, you know, staying with my father later on, he was in and out the household. But as a man, I learned to see my parents as human beings. And I seen my father, and every time he got angry, he'd bite the hell out his lip. And I realized that's not my trait, that's his. And the day afterwards, I stopped doing it. I ain't did it since. It don't even come up at all. But it was an unconscious thing. And when you don't know your parents and you don't know your father specifically, you don't know those things that he has within himself that you have to conquer. Because your children are the karma. You inherit that. And I think it's in India, they call it Kamsahara, where you have to go through a whole enlightening and an awakening process to wash over those thought patterns that you inherit from your parents. But if you don't know yourself, then you don't even know what's in you to overcome.